Welcome. My name's Andrea. Welcome to this level one yoga class with Mac Yoga. We'll get started in a few more minutes, so make yourself comfortable, get your space set up. I'll make sure to say hello in the chat. There we go. And if you're new to Comeback Yoga, welcome. We love having you as part of our community, part of our family. And Comeback Yoga is a nonprofit serving military communities where they're at. So we offer these classes over YouTube and Zoom and even in-person classes. So you can take a look to see if any of those also suit your needs and if you'd like to try those. They're free to you and the community as well. If you'd like to support us here at Comeback Yoga, you can do that by sharing these classes, invite your friends, people that you know, whoever you think would benefit from them. If you'd like to make a donation, you can also do that through the link in the description. And let's go through what to expect for today's class. So we'll get started seated on the mat. We'll spend a few moments sitting, settling, noticing our bodies and our breathing. And then we'll transition to the more active part of the class. We'll get moving and get more active. And then we'll slow things down towards the end and finish with a 10 to 15-minute guided meditation. So along the way, make any adjustments you need, make the practice your own, take breaks whenever you need them. Knowing you can rejoin class whenever you're ready, and the class is recorded, so you can watch it again or try it again later too. Another heads up, I do like to throw in a few silly jokes during class, so you've been forewarned. So with that, why don't we begin? So take your time finding a comfortable seat wherever you're practicing today. Take a few moments to settle in. And as you begin to settle in and get ready, just welcoming your surroundings or what's around you. Taking in any sights and images that you see, any colors, any sounds that you hear, lingering smells or tastes, and even pausing to feel the air and the touch of air upon the skin. Getting a sense for your body, even getting a sense for yourself and your surroundings. Sensing the space in front of you and behind you. What's to your right and left. Even what's above you and below you. So really getting a sense for the space you're taking up, yourself and the space you're in. And bringing your attention to where your body's touching the ground. Feeling that touch and contact through your feet, legs, and hips. And feeling the weight of your body sitting and resting. Getting a sense for gravity and the feel of gravity. Your body touching the ground supporting the body. and inviting your body to settle, settling the shoulders, the hands, the hips, the legs, and noticing your breath coming and going. Feeling the body filling up with air as you inhale and softening as you exhale. Noticing your own natural rhythm to your breathing. Noticing the air flowing in and out as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And whenever you're ready, you can begin to move your body. Maybe roll the shoulders or extend your arms out. Maybe rolling the wrist and fingers. You can reach those arms up. Maybe interlace the fingers and reach those palms up. Maybe leaning from one side to the other. And shake out the arms and hands. And I thought we'd do a little breathing practice next before we get more active. So this one's called alternate nostril breathing. You may have heard of it or done it before. So essentially, you're gonna usually use your thumb and maybe your little finger, and you take one hand, whichever you like, and you place your thumb and kind of block off one nostril. So you're gonna be breathing in through the other nostril, and then you're gonna switch. I guess either I like to use my ring finger. No, I like to use my middle finger, but no, my ring finger, I guess. You can pick which finger you want to use. Then you block off the other nostril and you clear up the other one and then you exhale down the other nostril. So think of doing this inverted U with the breath as you close off and open up the nostrils. So let's try it. Let's do a few rounds. See how you like it. You can always pass if you don't like it. So let's try this. Take your thumb and place it on one nostril so you breathing through the other one. And as you inhale, and close off that nostril, open up the other one, and exhale down the other nostril. Inhale through the same nostril, close that one off, open up the other one, and exhale down. Inhale, close off the nostril, open the other one, exhale. Inhale through the same nostril and exhale through the other one. So going back and forth, this inverted U, taking your time and going back and forth at your own pace. You can also rest some fingers here in the bridge of the nose as you go back and forth. And going back and forth a few times. Again, think it's that inverted U, back and forth. And as you maybe find your own rhythm, you can maybe extend or lengthen that exhale. And whenever you're ready, you can set that one aside. You can try it again in your own time too and notice how you feel. It seems to have a settling effect sometimes. So now let's get a little bit more active and let's review our movement directions before we do. So I'll be referring to this side as the door side, then this side as the plant side. We have towards the screen, then towards the back wall, then up towards the ceiling and down towards the ground. So to get started, let's do some arm swings to warm up the upper body and torso. So extend your arms out, maybe even reach them behind you, and then cross your arms in front of you. So go back and forth a few times. Think of loosening up the chest and upper back, getting that blood moving and going. And whenever you're ready, you can relax the arms. And for this next one, we're going to rotate the torso along with the arm swings. So we'll start the same way, extend the arms out, and then turn the torso towards one side and the other, allowing the arms to follow along. You can allow the elbows to bend, just rotating the torso. And as you're ready, relax those arms, maybe shake them out, and let's warm up the legs. So extend the legs out and begin to gently rock the legs. You can begin to massage down the legs. You can also bend the knees and get to the back of the legs, calves, feet. If you like, you can place your hands behind you and warm up the feet. You can flex and point through the toes. You can circle the feet. You can also shake out the hips and loosen up the lower back and legs. And then as you're ready, come back up to sitting and give those legs another pass and we'll change things up next. So I think we can use a first joke for today. So why did Yoda ride as a kid? A do cycle. Because there is no try, only do. Silly joke. Now let's come to all fours to this quadruped looking position, placing your hands and lower legs on the mat and begin to warm up through the hands and arms. You can shift your weight from one hand to the other, maybe flexing through the fingers, just loosening up and warming up. And then whenever you're ready, let's bring the attention down to the legs and extend one leg back, placing the toes on the mat and pressing the heel back towards the door, lengthening down the leg, ankle, and foot. You can stay like this or shift your weight forward and back. And then as you're ready, relax that leg and extend the other one behind you, placing the toes on the mat and pressing the heel back towards the door. If you like, shift your weight forward and back, loosening down this leg, ankle, and foot. And as you're ready, relax that leg and let's do one more on each side. This time we'll go back to the first leg and extend it out towards the screen or towards the side. And begin to rotate the leg. So we're loosening up that hip joint and down the leg and foot. You can flex and point through the toes. You can circle the foot and rotate the leg. You can also shift your weight forward and back. And think of loosening up that hip joint, that leg and foot. And then as you're ready, you can relax that leg and let's do the other side. So extend that other leg out towards the back wall or towards the side. And begin to rotate this leg. You flex and point the toes. Circle the foot. Maybe shift your weight forward and back. Loosening up that hip joint and down the leg and foot on this side. And then as you're ready, relax that leg and let's bring the knees wide, maybe even as wide or wider than the mat. You can relax the feet behind you and take a few moments to soften the lower back, maybe looking slightly forward. Inhale and then exhale. Press the hips back towards the heels. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, press the hips back. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale back. And last one. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, press those hips back. Stay here for a few breaths. So feel free to lower down onto your forearms or even stacking your hands on top of each other and resting your head on your hands. Feel free to maybe shift your weight from one leg to the other or whatever movements helps you to loosen up. And then as you're ready, you can take a few moments to simply settle, feeling the weight of your body in contact with the ground underneath you, feeling the touch of the floor through your hands, arms, legs, and feet. And noticing your breath coming and going, feeling that flow of air as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And as you're ready, coming back up to all fours. You take a few moments, shake out the legs. We'll come to sit up for a moment and take a look around, maybe loosen up the wrists and hands, and we'll come to downward facing dog next. So let's share another joke before we do. Why not? So what's at the end of a rainbow? Ready? The letter W. Sorry, leprechaun. Oh, let's come back to all fours and get set up for downward facing dog. So tuck the toes behind you. Let's get ready to press through those hands and feet. And relax the lower back. Maybe look slightly forward. Inhale. And then press through the hands and feet. Exhale. Lift those hips up and back for downward facing dog. Now find that distance you like between your hands and feet. And as you're ready, begin to warm up through the legs and feet. You can bend one knee and the other. Maybe flex through the toes. You can even pick up a foot and do whatever movements or explore
any movements that you like that help you to loosen up and warm up the body. And as you're ready, you can bring your attention to the arms and hands and take a few moments to feel your hands and fingers resting on the mat. You can begin softening the chest and upper back, softening the neck and the head, and feel your breath coming and going, finding the natural rhythm to your breathing. And as you're ready, walking the hands back towards the feet and coming to a forward fold position. Feel free to widen your stance here and then soften or relax the upper body. And taking a few moments to kind of loosen up the upper body. You can bend the elbows if you like, maybe sway side to side. Softening around the shoulder blades, back of the neck, back of the head. And taking a few nice and easy breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you're ready, relax your hands on the mat and let's warm up the feet a bit more. So you can begin by lifting and settling the toes a few times. Maybe shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Or just exploring different ways your feet make contact with the floor. And as you're ready, you can allow those feet to settle. And then bring your hands up to rest on the thighs. And for this next movement, we're going to press through the feet and lift the back up on the inhale. And lower back down on the exhale 3 times. As you're ready, press through the feet and lift the back up. Inhale. And then exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, press through the feet and lift the back up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, press through the feet and lift the back up. Exhale, lower. Relax the arms, relax the upper body. And as you're ready, walk the hands forward towards the plant, coming back to downward facing dog. Stretch or do any other movements here that you like. Finding that distance that you like between the hands and feet. Loosening up the upper back, chest, neck, and head. And spending a few moments noticing your breath. Following that breath as you inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as you're ready, you can lower the knees all the way to the mat and take your time to come to sit up. We'll take a little mini break. Maybe look around. We don't want to get dizzy, so we can take these little mini breaks throughout. Also, we've been upside down for a little bit. So for these next movements, we'll come back to we'll come back to downward facing dog and then come back to that forward fold. And then we'll change it up at that forward fold. So why don't we use a little joke to get us ready? So what has 3 letters and starts with gas? It's not a dirty word. A car. There's your silly joke. Now let's come back to all fours. Relax the feet. Relax the ankles. And as you're ready, tuck the toes, soften the lower back. Inhale, and then exhale. Press through the hands and feet and lift back up to downward facing dog. So find your position here that you like. Allow the feet and hands to settle. Now let's do a little movement here in down dog. We're going to press through the toes and lift the heels up towards the ceiling on an inhale and back down on the exhale 3 times. So as you're ready, press through the toes and lift the heels up. Inhale and exhale, lower. Inhale, press through the toes and lift the heels up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, press through the toes and lift the heels up. Exhale, lower. And walk the hands back towards the feet, coming back again to this forward fold position. Take a few moments to allow the upper body to hang heavy. Maybe shift your weight from one foot to the other. And relax the hands on the mat. And let's walk the feet wide. So wider than the mat. And begin to bend one knee and the other. So shifting your weight from the front foot to the back one. You can also kind of lift up the toes if you like and loosen up through that hip joint and upper part of the legs. And as you're ready, coming to this wide angle forward fold. And now walk the hands towards that front foot, so towards the screen. And then soften the upper body so we're doing this forward fold at an angle. So now we're going to press through both feet and lift the back up at an angle on the inhale and lower back down on the exhale. Do that 3 times. But before we start, make sure you get your hands set up the way you want them. You can place a hand on the outside of the shin or the leg. You can keep a hand on the floor for extra support. And also take a few moments to feel your feet. So we're going to press through the feet to lift the back up and then back down 3 times. So as you're ready, get your hands set up. You need to press through the feet. Inhale, lift the back up at an angle. And exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, press through the feet and lift the back up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, press through the feet and lift the back up. And then exhale, lower. You can relax both hands on the mat. And then take your time to walk the hands and torso over towards the other leg or towards that leg, towards the back wall. Soften the upper body and begin to get yourself set up to do the up and down movement on this side. So feel your feet on the mat. Maybe lift the toes up and down a few times. Being solid to the legs and feet. Get your hand position set up. And then on an inhale, pressing through both feet, lift the back up at an angle. And exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, pressing through both feet and lift the back up. Inhale and exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, press through the feet and lift the back up. And then exhale, lower. Relax both hands on the mat. Coming towards the middle. And doing a forward fold in the middle. So we still have this wide angle with the legs. And now let's try the same thing in the middle. So for this one with the hands, you can leave both hands on the mat if you like. So you have that support. Or you can even place your hands on your legs somewhere and use your and press your hands um, against your legs to move the torso up and down. So you get to try either one. So take a few moments to settle your feet and feel strong through the legs and feet. Soften the torso and upper body. And as you're ready, pressing through both feet, inhale, lift the back up, and exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale, pressing through both feet, and lift the back up. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, press through both feet, lift the back up. Exhale, lower. Relax the upper body. As you're ready, walk the hands forward towards the plant and step the feet a little closer and coming back to downward facing dog. Maybe roll the ankles if that feels good to you. Or stretch anything else out here. Down dog. If you like, you can press through the hands and press the hips back. Soften the upper body. And feel your breath coming and going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Lower the knees all the way to the mat. And now really take your time to come to sit up. Been upside down a while, so I'll take a moment to sit. Actually, let's sit all the way to the mat. Extend the legs out. We'll take a little break this way. You can feel free to shake out the legs. Even place the hands behind you and maybe move the feet. We've used those feet a lot, so you can give them a little rest. Now let's do a seated stretch while we're at it. So I'm going to stretch the hips. So you can come back to sitting and then bend one knee in and then pick up that foot and place it on the outside of the leg. And you can use your arms to hug that knee into the chest, feeling that stretch on that outer hip. So take your time to get yourself set up. Maybe finding a position where you don't have to kind of use your muscles as much to stretch, where you can kind of leverage the angle of your arms. And see if you can soften the upper body. And as you're ready, feeling your body settling, feeling that contact with the ground underneath you, through your feet, leg and hips, getting that sense of gravity, the touch of the ground, the support from the surfaces around you. And inviting the body to soften and settle. Softening the shoulders, left and right. Softening the upper back, the upper chest. Softening upwards into the neck and head. Softening the jaw, left side and right side. The cheeks, left and right. And softening down the face, forehead, eyes, temples, nose, cheeks, mouth, lips, and chin. Softening the whole face and inviting the whole body to soften and settle. Feeling your breath coming and going, and settling into your own natural rhythm to your breathing. Following that breath as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And as you're ready, you can begin to let go of the leg. Let's do a little twist if you like. You can take a moment to twist from one side and then the other. Just a gentle twist. And you can extend the legs in front of you, give them a nice little shake. And then we'll do that same stretch on the other side. So bend that other knee up, pick up that foot and place it on the outside of the leg. And then take hold of that leg, hug it in close, and get yourself set up. Again, see if you can find a way to leverage the angle of your arms to help you stretch where you don't have to use your muscles so much. And if you don't feel much of a stretch, you can, instead of keeping this leg straight, you can bend that knee also and do that stretch this way if you like. But you can leave that leg extended too. So finding a comfortable position here and inviting the body to settle, feeling that contact with the ground through the feet, leg, and hips, and getting that sense for yourself in the space you're in, sensing what's in front of you and the space behind you, what's to either side of you, and feeling what's above you and below you. So really getting a sense for the space you're taking up and for yourself and the space you're in. Feeling the sense of gravity, the touch with the ground, the support from the surfaces around you, and inviting the body to settle and soften, softening the shoulders, left and right, softening down the arms, left arm and right arm, all the way to the hands and fingers, left hand and fingers, right hand and fingers, both hands and fingers, feeling both arms, hands and fingers, And noticing your breath coming and going. Feeling how the belly, the chest, the back are all working together with the breath. Belly, chest, and back expanding on the inhale, and belly, chest, and back softening on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as you're ready, you can begin to let go of the leg. And if you'd like to take a few moments and do those little twists to one side and the other, as you're ready, you can extend the legs, maybe give them a nice little shake. You can bend the knees and scoot the hips closer towards the feet. We're going to stretch out the upper back and then make our way to resting on the mat. So as you're ready, you can kind of drape your forearms over the shins, maybe grabbing onto them or onto the hands. And then as you're ready, you can press the back back. Think of curving the spine and looking down towards the floor, your belly, softening the shoulders, the back of the neck and head. And feel free to turn the chin from one side to the other. Or doing any of those little movements of the chin that help you to loosen up the neck and head. Feeling your breath coming and going in your own natural rhythm to your breathing. And then as you're ready, you can press back up to sitting. Take a moment to look around and settle. You don't want to get dizzy. And then making your way to laying down on the mat. You can extend an arm back and get there that way, or you can roll to get there. If you're going to roll, place your hands on top of the shins and walk the feet in, balancing on your pelvis. Double check behind you that you have enough space, and then lean back and rock up and down a few times, keeping the body nice and loose. And then as you're ready, you can settle the back on the mat. Let's bring the feet wide, and as you do that, you can allow the knees to come into the middle to touch, giving the lower back and hips a few moments to settle, feeling that contact with the ground underneath you, feeling your breath coming and going. And stay like this for a few more breaths. Or if you like, you can even widen your feet even more and allow the knees to shift from one side to the other. And then loosening up around the hips and hip flexors, or even down the legs. And then as you're ready, you can walk the feet a little bit closer. And then bring the knees into the chest, giving yourself a nice big hug. Maybe rock side to side. Do these little movements with the knees. And then as you're ready, extending the feet up towards the ceiling. Maybe taking a few moments to loosen up the legs, loosen up the feet. And now for this movement, we're going to bend the knees into the chest on the inhale and extend the legs back up on the exhale. We'll do that 3 times. So as you're ready, inhale, bend the knees in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend the knees in. Exhale, extend. Last one. Inhale, bend. And then exhale, extend. We'll stay like this with the legs extended for a few more breaths. So find a position that you like with the hands. You can kind of have them on your thighs to help support the legs. Or you can also kind of open up the arms. Might get a little stretch on the chest and shoulders. Whatever's going to feel best for you today. Allowing the hips to settle, settling the back, lower back, mid back, upper back, feeling the shoulders, left and right, softening the neck, and feeling the back of the head resting on the mat, feeling the length of your torso from the back of your head down the back to the hips, and feeling that contact and support from the surfaces around you. Feeling your breath coming and going. Allowing the belly, chest, and back to expand and soften with the coming and going of the breath. Belly, chest, and back expanding on the inhale. And belly, chest, and back softening on the exhale. And as you're ready, you can begin to bend the knees in and doing any other movements you like before we settle into our guided meditation. I mean, there's any lingering stretches or movements that you'd like to do, or just taking a few moments to collect any props that you'd like to use. Maybe placing a pillow under the knees or a cushion under your head, and finding a comfortable position for yourself where you can rest for the next 10 to 15 minutes. You can always come back to that knee bend position or extend your legs all the way to the mat. Finding a position where you can rest your legs, arms, and hands, and feeling the length of your body resting on the ground. feeling that contact with the ground through your feet, legs, hips, back, arms, hands, shoulders, neck, and head. Feeling the length of your body resting, getting a sense for yourself in the space you're in, feeling that space above your head, that space to either side of you, the space around and beyond your feet, and the space above you and below you. So really feeling your body, feeling the space it takes up, and yourself, feeling yourself in the space you're in. Notice your breath coming and going. Feeling the belly, chest, and back expanding as you inhale and softening as you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So today we're going to work with some imagery. So bringing to mind a place, an image, a memory, a place that invites a sense of calm and peace. Maybe it's a place outside in nature, out by the beach, a mountain, by a river. Or maybe it's your own little oasis or safe haven. Whatever image comes to mind when you think of a peaceful place. And as you bring that image and place to mind, really take yourself there, noticing the sights and colors around you, the different shapes, images, noticing the sounds, the smells, the tastes, even the different touch of those surfaces, the touch and smell of the air, the feel of the ground, the feel between your toes, your hands, your body. So really feeling yourself in that place. And as you get that sense for that place and yourself there, feeling that sense of peace and calm, feeling that sense of peace and calm inside your body. Maybe even feeling a sense of love and connection, inviting those sensations inside of you, and inviting that sense of peace and calm inside the body, allowing your body to really feel and experience that sense of peace and calm. I hope that wasn't too disruptive. Mm. So feeling that sense of peace, of calm, feeling the flow of air coming and going, and staying resting for as long as you like. And when you're ready, you can take your time to make your way to a sitting or comfortable position. I've been a little congested, as you may tell. I was doing really good until right there at the end. So we'll wrap up class and taking your time. Thanks, EM. So my name's Andrea, and I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can look out for those links and catch the class live. And in the meantime, stay well, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.